Control center for Nick Redner. Mighty NFL 26. New notification. New Mighty NFL 26.
We've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the L.A. Chargers taking on the Denver Broncos. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. on the man in motion right. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Right back to Achane on second down. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
What an advantage having a lead guy to know the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Herbert now. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the Broncos getting the road victory, so they'll look to take the season series now here in Denver. Now a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Harvey. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Nix to the air. He'll swing this out to Harvey. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. The Broncos at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Chargers 49-yard line.
Nick's going to give to Harvey. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Second down and 6 now. Now it's Herbert. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his...
They're just empty boxes, I think.
Match up against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz. He's going to win that battle just about every time.
Achane on 1st and 10. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. But you look at this Bronco defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Did you bring Nina and Drake outside?
Yes, I did.
He said yes, he did.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We're scoreless after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, Achane. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped at his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Herbert. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run for it with Achane. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, back to Achane. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. defense, but I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Second and a couple.
Set. Go.
Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Set.
They'll try the air now with Herbert.
Oh, come on.
Intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
That's to the running back, R.J. Harvey. And he is out of bounds up past the 10. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Nick's going to keep this himself. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Off the play fake, Nix. Will get that complete to Franklin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They run straight ahead with Harvey. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Deion Henley there on the tackle.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Once more with Harvey. About 3 yards there to the 27. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing Nix. He gets this into the hands of Harvey. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
If this were baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score on off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
2nd and 10.
Go.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, incompletions at 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Herbert. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. They'll go play action with Nix. Throw left side complete. That's Harvey. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Short will going to be taken in here by Schultz. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. 25. Here's 2nd and 6. Option handoff now to Achane. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Taking it about the 36. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with great starting field position, one time out in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Now it's Nix. He's got his man. It's Andrews. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on it.
Now a 2nd and 2. Here's Nix. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Back to the air with Nix. He'll try to pick it up himself. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Dalton Schultz in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. Working for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. This has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. To throw is Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
To throw, here's Nix. That'll be complete to Harvey. And he will have the Broncos first down as he'll be marked out a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Harvey now on first and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Two yards to go, second down. Operating from the gun, Nix. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Trying to run for it, here's Hardy. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll try it now with Hardy. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Achane to start the drive. Oh, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. Herbert. The short throw caught by Andrews.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
From the gun on third down. Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Herbert now. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Let's go. Line. Go. Hey, ram. Hey, Ray. Ready?
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Nix to the air. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun is Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Just a second earlier, and they might have had it because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31.
31-yard line.
Nix from the shotgun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. On play action is Nix. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
For plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm was just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
On 3rd down, Harvey.
What a call.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. No surprised this offense would be able to convert. They're currently second in the league in first downs, and they pick up one here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
Hold on, set. Ready. We'll go.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. This is caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's second and goal.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Second and goal from the 1. On the sneak, it's Nix. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Ready.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Bo Nix. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
19, Chargers 7. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. A gain of 3, second down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun is a give to Achane. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Andrew McCulba. And the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Let's talk to this guy. Fucking rain fucked me bad.
Throwing Nix. He gets his spin to the hands of Harvey. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Nix. His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Harvey is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown! Dalton Schultz, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Broncos have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Looks good on the extra point. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Chargers 7. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you. An interception's the result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. 27 yards there, a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe break this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They give to Achane on the option. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now it's Herbert.
What the fuck?
This is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jahdae Barron. Now he's loose down the left sideline. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work.
Bo Nix taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Across the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice in the next couple of days.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Here's Herbert. That is caught. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give left side. Here's Achane. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Achane. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
On 3rd down, Achane. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
It just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7.
Go. Baylor tight. Ready.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team. Right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, I think think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Trying to stretch the field with Schultz. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Broncos, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.
Oh, oh!